Welcome to Beating the Press podcast, where we discuss football with a view to give alternative perspectives to mainstream narrative. My name is Rafa, and today I will be previewing the upcoming EPL match this Thursday, January 12, 2023. Fulham versus Chelsea. Fulham will be at home for this West London derby, so I will start by looking at Fulham. Fulham has won all three of their EPL matches since Boxing Day, beating Crystal Palace 3-0, Southampton 2-1, and Leicester 1-0. Adding to that, a 2-0 victory over Hull City in the third round of the FA Cup. Fulham is enjoying a rich vein of form at the moment and will take some stopping. In this encounter with Chelsea, they will unfortunately be without their leading scorer and talisman Mitrovic due to an accumulation of yellow cards and is therefore suspended for this encounter. Mitrovic has so far scored 11 goals and recorded one assist in the league and is the focal point of the Fulham attack. With him out, they may struggle to break down the Chelsea rearguard. They will miss his physicality, aerial prowess, and work rate up front. Fulham are sitting in 7th on 28 points after playing 18 games, 3 places above Chelsea in 10th on 25 points with a game in hand. Fulham are bang in form and created chances through the likes of Pereira, 2 goals and 4 assists through his set piece deliveries. Bobby Reid, 4 goals, 1 assist, and former Chelsea man Willian, 1 goal, 2 assists. The Brazilian Carlos Vinicius is expected to start in the absence of Mitrovic after playing against Hull City in the FA Cup and will be searching for his first goal this season in the EPL. The good news for Chelsea is that they have a game in hand, which means victory on Thursday could take them above Fulham in the table. The Blues are out of form and without a single victory since the start of 2023, with a 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest, 1-0 loss at home to Manchester City in the EPL, and a 4-0 hammering on Sunday in the FA Cup at the Etihad, where they recorded an XG of 0.1. Chelsea's offense has been dismal this season and have scored only 20 goals in the EPL. They have scored only once in the 3 games they have played since the start of 2023. Their attack looks spineless and toothless. They need to start creating chances and scoring, and Fulham presents a good opportunity to do that. The last time Fulham and Chelsea met, Chelsea won 2-0 courtesy of a brace by Kai Havertz. This was in 2021 when Chelsea was being coached by Thomas Tuchel and Fulham by Scott Parker. We have come a long way since then, as both teams are now under new management and Chelsea having new owners, while Fulham was relegated and then promoted in the 2022-23 season. I think Kai could potentially get on the score sheet again. Midfield playmaker by trade, the German, now 23 years old, is now being deployed as a striker. But the jury is still out. He has scored 4 EPL goals and 1 assist thus far, but was abysmal against Manchester City on Sunday and barely got a sniff at goal. Scoring a goal on Thursday would go a far way in keeping the expectant Chelsea fans happy. Chelsea is in the midst of an injury crisis, with almost 10 first-team players ruled out of the match at Craven Cottage. These include long-term absentees Kante, Reece James, Wesley Fafana, Armando Broja, Ruben Loftus-Cheeks, Ben Chilwell, and Edward Mendy. Joining them recently on the injury list are Christian Pulisic, Raheem Sterling, and Pierre Aubameyang. Potter must now wheel his magic wand and hope for a good performance to get the fans back on his side after a recent run of poor results. The squad has been bolstered with the January arrivals of Brazilian midfielder Andre Santos, former Monaco defender Benoit Badiashile, and Ivorian striker David Datro Fafana. But Thursday may be too soon for any of these new signings to make their Chelsea debut from the start. Pressure is building on Potter, and already there are calls to have him sacked from the Chelsea fan base. History will tell us the Blues have won the last 7 meetings in the EPL between these two teams, but that run of wins is under threat. One team, Fulham, is in exceptionally great form at the moment. Confidence is bursting through the seams, and they are playing on her turf, Craven Cottage, in a London derby. The stadium should be bouncing come kick-off. And despite missing their main goal threat, Serbian striker Alexander Mitrovic, Chelsea is in a poor run of form, navigating an injury crisis and playing away from the comforts of Stamford Bridge. Marco Silva will smell blood in the water and go for the jugular. Graham Potter must now galvanize Chelsea as a team, sprinkle a little magic dust, and will Chelsea to give all they got to win these 3 points. The Blues have to play desperate. They must play with energy and enthusiasm if they are to get anything from this game. Chelsea has a history on their side, but languishing in mid-table, while Fulham are banging form and flying high. Fulham are without their talisman. Chelsea is missing key first-team players. Fulham is at home. Chelsea is away from home. It is Potter's 4-3-3 versus Silva's 4-2-3-1. Havertz versus Ream. Willian versus his former team. I am expecting and anticipating a tight, competitive, and feisty West London derby. The referee in charge will be David Coate, assisted by Lee Betts and Timothy Woods. Fourth official is Stuart Atwell, and VAR officials are John Brooks, assisted by Natalie Aspinall. Referee David Coate has been in charge of 9 EPL games thus far and has issued 24 yellow cards and no reds, averaging 2.67 bookings per game. It is always very physical when it comes to derbies, and the man in the middle may yet play a pivotal role in determining the outcome in what is expected to be a physically bruising encounter. I feel with the winds in their sails, the home support behind their backs, and the form they are in, and despite the absence of Mitrovic, Fulham will be too much to overcome for Chelsea in this moment, and I am predicting Fulham to win 2-0. Thanks for listening. This has been another Beating the Press podcast. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe. Join us again next time as we discuss football with a view to give alternative perspectives to popular mainstream narratives. This is Rafa, signing off.